Welcome to the stage, brand new star ambassador, Mr. Josh Noble.
Watch me as I dance under the spotlight. Listen to the people screaming and more and more. Cause I create the feeling that keep them coming back. Yeah, I create the feeling that keep them coming back. So captivating.
Awesome. Well, hey, real quick, show of hands if this is your first time at convention. Awesome. Let's give them a round of applause. Last year was my first time at convention, and definitely was a life-changing experience for me. Myself in the business, a lot of you guys know my story. You know, Alex Morton, you guys know Alex. He approached me with the business about 2 years ago. I was skeptical, like BK said. Didn't see the opportunity at the time, started off as a consumer, took it from, you know, being skeptical, came back after working an internship that summer, saw what was happening with the YPR movement at ASU, got on board with it, and since then, you know, it's gone crazy. But, you know, my story with the company, you know, my belief level, I think that's a big part of this thing, is it was, you know, it wasn't there at first, right? I was stuck at Diamond from basically October to April of last year, and, you know, coming to convention was really the thing that kind of changed my mindset in the business. And really raised that belief level, because with this company, you know, if you're not passionate about what you're doing, you're gonna struggle with it. And so, you know, the thing that I talk about a lot with this company, and kind of, you know, what's big for me in this business is really, you know, being you in this business. Because for me, and a lot of people who are on board with my team and have seen this, you know, I wasn't, you know, I should not have been the one succeeding with this company. If you saw me before, you know, I was not the network marketing type, is what I thought, right? I was not a public speaker. This is, a year ago, I could not be doing what I'm doing right now, and I'm still nervous today. But, you know, it's something that, you know, you just kind of change yourself. And talking about the theme of revolution, you know, you can revolutionize yourself in this business. You know, there's no glass ceiling, because you choose your glass ceiling for where you can take yourself. And a big part of that is figuring out how this business fits around you and who you are. Because you guys look at how, you know, Alex talks on stage before, you know, at a home event, and, you know, I'm the bipolar opposite. And the thing is, if I was up there talking like him, you know, I'd look like a fool. And so, you know, you really got to figure out how this business fits around your life and who you are, because that's what's going to allow you to take this where you want to go. Because so many people, you know, stop being themselves, and they start trying to sell their friends and turn into this kind of robot. And I think a big part of this company is being genuine, being true to yourself, because your friends want to. You're not trying to sell your friends on this, right? You're introducing an opportunity to someone where they take this, where you're presenting it to them and inviting them to come hear about it, where if you're not acting like who you are, they're going to be kind of skeptical about it and sketched out. And so I think a big part of this company is really, you know, figuring out how this fits around your life. Everyone talks about their why. I think the why is one of the most important parts of this business in terms of how, you know, it really allows you to take this thing further until you have a powerful why. I like someone last night at 2 o'clock in the morning, we had about 200 people outside in the lobby, and about 100 of them shared their why. And it was crazy. And yet some of the whys in this company, that's what fuels, I think most of the leadership in this company is helping people achieve that why. And, you know, really identifying what you want from this company is going to be key, your true why. Because if you don't know what you want, you're not going to be motivated to go out and get it. And so for me, obviously, my first why, I mean, was obviously getting out of Outback Steakhouse, right? That was step one with the business. And then from there, you know, it kind of turned into my dad, who's in the back, family's back there, what's up? You know, he had, yeah. They're why I'm here today. But, you know, with this business, you know, my dad worked corporate America for 23 years. You know, he kind of got forced out of his job and was kind of unemployed. I didn't know about it at first. But for me, it kind of took seeing that and realizing that, you know, I had to make this thing happen, or else, you know, something, you know, that I didn't want to happen could happen, right? And so, you know, that was kind of my driving force with this company. Fortunately, he's got a new job out in Colorado. But at the same time, okay, there's a lot of people who, last night was a perfect, there's a lot of people there last night. There's a lot of people struggling right now, where a lot of people are looking for something different. They're looking for, you know, an opportunity to change their lives. And that's what Vemma is allowing you to do, is you can take this thing and you can do anything with it. Everyone has their own reason. It's not just about the money, right? It's about the time freedom, the health benefits of the product, helping people. You know, that's what we're about with this business, and I think that's why it's such a dynamic company where the YPR, yeah, the YPR is awesome and it's taken off, but it's not just young people, it's anyone, right? Everyone's looking for changes in their lives, and I think that that's why you have to figure out, you know, where you want to go with this thing. Because what's happening, convention last year, it was like half or a third of this size, right? I was here and it was crazy. This year it's crazy, you know, how big this room is. And, you know, the growth that's happening with Vemma is, you know, there's a lot of momentum right now. And at this point, you know, you got to figure out if you want to be a part of where this thing's going. Because a lot of people are going to sit around and not really take action. Well, that's the biggest thing when you're first getting started with the business, is taking action, then helping your people take action, and helping them, and duplicating yourself, and really reaching out to the newest person to help them take this thing far. Because you can't take it far by yourself. For me, that's what I was doing, right? That's why I was stuck at diamond. You can get the diamond by yourself, but if you want to take this thing to the top, right, you got to actually help people, right? You got to take the focus off of yourself and onto your downline. And that's really what this business is about. It's not, we get paid to help people, right? That's the most rewarding thing in the world. I have people that say, or tell me that, you know, you get no satisfaction out of this company, whatever. Yeah, if you were there last night, hearing all these people share their whys, you would be pretty motivated to take action and make this thing happen. But, you know, the excitement, we're stoked about where this thing's going. You know, it's moving fast. You know, the whole YPR movement, I mean, Alex and Brad and all you guys, I mean, I couldn't have been more, and Tom and the whole Alkhausen family, I couldn't be at where I'm at today without the support and the leadership and the mentoring of them. Leadership's such a big part of this company, right? You look at anything in life, whether it's sports, business, without that leadership aspect, you know, you're going to fail. Okay, Baltimore Ravens, I'm a Ravens fan, right? They might not have been the best team in the NFL this year, but with that leadership is what allowed them to win the Super Bowl. And that's, you know, with this company, I think the leadership, you look at everyone in these black chairs, the leadership is there, and everyone is, you know, we have a vision for where this thing's going, okay? And there's people who want you to come with them to the top. And so it's moving, it's exciting what's happening with it. I'm proud of everyone who, in my downline, in my organization, and everyone else in the company who came out here. You know, showing up and actually being here today is, you know, you're doing what other people aren't doing in the company. And that's what allows you to succeed with this thing, is doing what others don't. Because the people who fail are the people who don't take action, don't do anything, right? And coming here, showing up to events, being plugged in, communicating with your downline, you know, helping support everyone, you know, that's that family, right? I mean, we're a support system for everyone with this business, and we're building this thing out together. And through that, we're revolutionizing, you know, the way business is being done, and that's what's happening with this. And a lot of people were closed-minded. I was the biggest closed-minded person ever, right? I was 100% corporate America, 9 to 5. That was my destiny, right? And then, I mean, Alex, I mean, completely changed my mindset, right? 180. Okay, you ask anyone who knew me before this business, okay, not just in terms of, you know, I mean, the financial aspect, that's great, but on top of that, just me as an individual, okay, complete 180. It's crazy, you know, what you can do with this. It's crazy, you know, what you make of this. This weekend here, okay, I remember last year, it was probably the biggest change in my business. You know, what you put into this weekend is what you get out of it. And so definitely there's a ton of great speakers, you know, coming up the rest of the weekend, the rest of today and tomorrow. And definitely listen to them, because, you know, if you want to take this thing far, if you want to get to the top, you know, you got to take the notes, you got to get an understanding, you got to educate yourself, and that's what you're going to get from this weekend. But with that, you know, thank you guys for all your support. I'm excited, you know, for what's happened with the company, and we'll see you at the top. Rack 'em, Morton.